Yeah.
We are about to start. Just a second. We are about to start. So first of all, I want to say that Frat and me, we are very excited, Ichii, to be here with you and to hear your story. It's a privilege for us, the journey that we are doing together. I remember the first time we talked and the amazing path that we've been doing for almost 10 years. So thank you and we love you.
Welcome, Ichi.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much all to coming just to you finish all from the Salmon's workshop. So this is a slightly different types of the session, mini sessions for 20 minutes. So before going to start my sessions, actually, I'm also still the mode of interpreting in Japanese. So now I started to speak English and slightly my brain is a little bit confusing. So I just give you a short pausing, like 1 minute of using this chime. I don't know how to call it exactly, but just 1 minute. I'm going to use this chime to pausing myself as well, but also for you all just coming from Salmon's workshop. So just taking a relax, comfortable to sit in your seat, or even you can just lie down next to your PC. But just please give me 1 minute break, pause. So just if you like to close your eyes, you can do so. So just 1 minute for pausing. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Let's back to the seat if you are ready. So we have only 20 minutes here to talk about, as Yaron said, we are almost nearly 10 years time to having a relationship for points of view. And I don't have enough time actually to talk about this 10 years time in only 20 minutes, but just briefly talk about what I have really started the points of view. Otherwise, I cannot really speak every single moment of what I have done for the points of view. So I'm going to share the screen here. Okay. Today, the objectives of this short session is going to be something like this: how you can implement your experience into your points of view. In the beginning, actually, it was like 8 years ago. I just met Yaron and Efrat in Israel, and then to find out what is points of view. And then actually, I'm not quite sure because I'm not a background of a coaching, like a counseling, such kind of a human development. I'm totally different field of working, even I'm doing as well. And I'm a risk consultant and managing in the disaster situations, leadership in disaster area. So I'm totally something completely different field of working compared with the point of view. So in the beginning, I was quite, I don't know what I'm going to do with the point of view, but just I was so loved to having a character of Yaro and Efrat when I was in Israel. So that's why I just started to do, even though point of view is totally no idea what I'm going to do. Just to trust the process. That is the only word that I really keep continuing to trust myself. And then objectives. Maybe some of you who are pretty much new to points of view, or even already spending years in points of view. And then from Japanese tribe, I can hear a lot the voice that I don't know how to start points of view. Even though academy was finished, even 1 year later, 2 years later, still people are asking me how to start really points of view in my life or the business in professional. So I just setting up this because this is exactly what I also had in 8 years ago. So what I'm going to ask you today is to draw, well, designing this kind of images to you. So bringing, I hope you bringing already the paper, piece of paper, and also flow or coaching game, whatever you have tools in front of you. It doesn't have to be flow, but a coaching game, punctum faces, whatever you have in front of you. And I would like you to decorate something like this. As in the opening of this Wings of Conference, Wings of Change, Yaron Efrat was talking about wings and also feathers. We all have a lot of feathers, and then this consists of wings. And then instead of using a feather, literally, I'm going to using a points here today. So you have a lot of points which stand for your experience. For, I don't know how old you are, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 3 years, 30 years, you have each year, you have a different experience in every day. So every day you have even smaller or bigger, you have some kind of experience all the time. So just look back to your years. I don't know how long year are you going back to in the past, but just let's think about it. What you have experienced before. It doesn't have to be very big. It doesn't have to be even smaller. You can just think about every single day, years, what you experienced before. For example, this is my decoration. This is not good enough, but just as an example, when I really started in the points of view, and then for 8 years, what was my points? What was my experience here? For example, I was actually working in the IT company to take to selling the technology in 8 years, and I was also consulting experience in disaster for 20 years, over 20 years, and then professional risk training and management skills in government and the local government, and also the people who living in everywhere in not only Japan but other countries as well. I have developed over 3,000 people's community, workshop in global events, whatever I have. So I'm just putting every single experience that I have, and it might be a very useful for me to do something in points of view. It doesn't matter if it is not related to points of view or not. You can just bringing every single experience might be connecting to your next challenge in points of view. Because I'm not in the coaching skills, but somehow I'm now still in points of view for 8 years. Of course, people who are already learned coaching may be more easier to get into points of view. So just what I'm going to ask you today is to design something like this for, I don't know how old you are, 20 years time you experience business or life. So, and then what I'm going to do to ask you is to pick one card, which is, who are you? And also, what is your style on your either professional or personal? For example, I choose this card because I'm not going to be a kind of character to growing up faster, whatever I need. If it is going to be a money to do it, I don't just follow such kind of ideas. I try to follow like a hard shell that this squirrel has, and then try to bite little by little, not making a shortcut or try to bringing hammers to breaking down to immediately get the profit or the result. So my style is kind of, even though this is a slow steps, but I try to making a hard shell little by little to making a result little by little. So this is what I really represented this card. So this is the way that I would like to ask you to do this 2 steps. First, just without thinking about points of view, what you have done already in your experience. And then bringing all experience together, what is your style that you can bring into points of view for next challenges? Even though you are already starting points of view, but still you are struggling with how you can growing up, how you can expand the points of view. Just think about your experience or your challenging that you already had in the beginning. And then second step, you can just choose a card that what is representing your style. So first of all, sorry, just the first see this one. I would like to ask you to bring in a piece of paper in front of you with pen, drawing something, the wing, what kind of wing that you have. It doesn't matter, any kind of wing that you can just draw, and then draw the points as well. It might be a small points, it might be a bigger points. It representing you that maybe your bigger experience might be a bigger circle. Your tiny experience might be a small circle points, but you can just start writing whatever you have in front of you and what is your experience. So just you can prepare the paper, and I give you 3-4 minutes to draw the points first. Don't think about the card first. You can just think about the wings to draw. You can just refer to this image, any kind of wing that you want to draw. It doesn't matter. We are not care of what kind of draw skills you have. It doesn't matter. And this wing is going to be your wings. You already have your wing in behind you, in your back. And you already have a lot of experience with you. You can just not remember it. Maybe you forget about some experiences, but it might be important to you. It doesn't have to be in English. It's no problem with your own language. This is the things that what I have done starting the points of view, because I don't know how to start the points of view. So I started to pick up all the experience that I already had, and then started to think how I can really start points of view. So let's think about you. What kind of experience, what kind of points, or even I can say what kind of feather you have. If you have more experience, you can have more higher to fly, or even faster. So maybe you forget some experience. You try to remember when you were 20 years old, what you have done. When you are 30 years old, what you have done. You can just try to think as much as possible. We have 1 more minute. It doesn't matter it is small or big. It doesn't matter this is useful for you or not. It might be unuseful for you, but just to try to write down whatever you already experienced. It might be a not good experience. even the bad experience, it doesn't matter. You can just write down whatever you had. Once you finish to write down, if you are ready, you can also start to look at the card face up of either flow or coaching game punctum, whatever you have in front of you. You can just choose a card that represents of you the style of your experience, your style of your business or your personal development, whatever you have, your style, own style. You can choose a card face up. And set in the middle of your designing decorations. If you have a time, you may think about how you connect it between the card and then you wrote down in your paper. What kind of experience is more likely to have useful for you to go forward of your points of view? You can set the card something like this. If you don't have any card in front of you, even you can just pick the cards from here. You can just take a picture and you can just put your mobile phone in front of your design paper. Okay, I'm just going to finish this sharing the slide, and I would like to see, I don't have to be a spotlight with me, just I want to see all here. We have 2 more minutes, and then I would like to ask you, anyone who would like to share your designing and also your result for this only 15 minutes time. Anyone would like to share what you have drawing, what you have created for this short period of time? Anyone would like to share? No, no one is going to share.
Can I share?
Yes, sure, please.
So I just read the experiences?
Yeah, no, you don't have to read it. You can just show if you can showing the design and then what you have got the result. Oh, it might be not easy, sorry. It might be easy to share with the back screen. So, yeah. Okay, never mind. It's okay. You can just briefly telling me what kind of result you got. You have a lot.
I have experience in IT technology.
Okay.
Like VoIP and type technology and call centers for more than 10 years. I have consultancy experience in IT also, and teaching in university for 3 years. And for points of view, I have 3 years of experience using the cards. I have been working as a flight attendant for 3 years and a half. I've been through political school for 1 year, and I've been working for ONG and civil society for 2 to 3 years. And I've been in coaching field and healing for 6 years, and as a yoga teacher for 2 years. And the card I choose is the flow, like dancing with the flow.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
We can think about it, how you can all bring together into points of view. every single experience might be useful for your points of view. So doesn't leave anything that it might be unuseful. Just don't think about it. Yes, just bring in all the useful experience that you already have. So so this is almost the time actually. So what I would like to ask you is to expand your idea more. This is only 20 times. It takes few days to really come up with different types of the experience you already had, and what can bring your experience into points of view. You have nothing that it is useless. So everything must be useful for you. So thank you very much for your time, this 20 minutes short period of time. So I hope you can experience your idea more and then bring it into points of view. Thank you very much for coming today for 20 minutes workshop, mini sessions. So
Thank
back
you.
to HQ. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ichii-san. It was a pleasure to hear you. And again, thank you for the wonderful journey that we are doing together. We love you.
And thank you for the process. It's a beautiful process for each one of us, really to collect all our experiences and in the end to take it into essence. Beautiful. I love it. This is the wings. Exactly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ciao.
Thank you very much all.
The
Everyone,
next session,
we have another session starting in about, when is it starting?
I think 15 minutes.
We have 20 minutes. Amelia and Jennifer, beautiful workshop. So get excited and we'll see you soon in 20 minutes. Bye for now.
Ciao to
Thank
everybody.
you, Ichii-san.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ichii-san.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ichii-san. ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。一井さん、ありが
Thank
とう。
you. ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Ichii-san. Arigato.
ありがとうございます。Thank you.
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。Thank you.